Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Bitcoin is having a little bit of a green day today, and we're going to talk a lot about what this means and what this likely is. But a lot of people have gotten pretty excited about the green day, and that puts our price at about 17.6 or so. And the interesting thing to be watching is that we had this very, very defined channel, or at least price line, that we have followed for about a month and a half, maybe closer to a month. But when you have a line that has formed a support for a significant period of time, it is likely to flip to resistance. So it is very interesting today. Our high is 17,789. Our line is at 18,000. And tomorrow, our line's at 18,237. So we are green today, but I'm expecting us to either reject off of this line or reject at some point soon. The direction of this rise has completely changed. So we are looking at Bitcoin heading down, and we'll talk about that when we talk about the anatomy of a bull trap. So alts are loving it today. Bitcoin dominance is dropping. The altcoin market has increased in value by earlier today. It was actually up quite a bit, and you could see that across the board. There were some really solid gains all the way across the market. But so far, we're looking at about 11 million Bitcoin as a market cap for alts, and nothing super new on Bitcoin dominance, and others is stable. So we are there are a lot of coins moving today, and there are only a handful that are selling off. But it's interesting. Everything's kind of in balance with Bitcoin dollar value increasing. There are some alts that are really pushing pretty strong. And just remember, markets are here to wreck you and take all of your money. They are not here to help you make more money. So it takes a lot of discipline and structure. So don't be afraid to take profits, because if you don't, those profits just might slip right away from you. So today is a great day to talk about what a bull trap is and what it looks like. So I'm just looking at investopedia.com. They have a ton of information on how markets work and things like that. So you can do all kinds of research if you'd like. But a bull trap is essentially a false signal. It's where a market is moving contrary, and then investors get all excited and they push prices up past a certain point. It kind of convinces people that in the short term some change is happening, and then when it fails, the true direction of the move is taking place. So if you look at the key takeaways, it just says a bull trap denotes a reversal that forces market participants on the wrong side of price action to exit positions with unexpected losses, and bull traps occur when buyers fail to support a rally above a breakout level. So how does this relate to Bitcoin today? So what happens, there's a lot of, as I've said a million times on this channel, trading is more emotion than anything. It's emotion control. And when you're dealing with money, people really lose their heads as to what is happening and what they think will happen. And whales know how to manipulate emotion better than anybody. So let me just break down what a bull trap would look like on Bitcoin. So we've had this run from essentially 10,003, and we have not taken a break. Like, there's been no significant retracement. This was this was kind of a retracement to get some support, but we have not seen support for a giant amount of this move. This is about an 85 to 90% move in one direction without a break. And you need to find, most investors know that you need some sort of significant support to continue a direction in a single move. And what happens here is, after a while, investors, especially retail, they will get into a mindset that nothing can change, that we're going up forever. This is our moon rocket ship that will never ever stop. And on this day, we had this reality check of, okay, whales are calling the top, we're moving things down, and there's a lot of fear here. Well, when we have a sudden move down, markets, they don't like fully strong moves without any kind of move. I mean, look in the past, you have a strong move and then you have a stabilization period. You have a strong move and you have a stabilization period. Several strong moves in a row is generally the top of a market. But anytime you have a very strong move out of the blue, it's not going to be uncommon for you to have a day or two of stabilization. And what happens is, once we see this stabilization, retail and newbies, when they see support happening on the other side, they think, haha, see, we're stronger than we think we are. This is it. This was just the dip. So by the dip, we're going to move on. We're going to go to higher highs. Things are going to be awesome. Well, what's the difference between a bull trap and a legitimate continuation? Well, this move is the do or die move, because if this move does not convince, because not only does the price action have to overtake our recent high, we have to have a close higher than 19.2, and we have to have highs that are higher than our tips, which means we're going to have to break into all-time highs in this move in order for this to not be a bull trap. But even then, it could still be a bull trap, because you also have to convince traders and whales that this is still a continuation. It's hard to convince anybody that's been around the block a few times that you're going to continue after a 90% gain. So we are witnessing, most likely, and I'm talking 99% sure, that this is a bull trap. We will likely attempt, we could even get to 19,000, and if we have anywhere near a double top or anywhere near a close miss, this is sell city. And I wasn't really playing this move. I sold enough to pay the bills right here after this doji right here, but I will likely take a sell position if we get anywhere into like 19,000 land, because this is absolutely, in my mind, the structure of a bull trap. This will likely not reach past probably 18.7, and it might even take a few days, but when we reject our first close below 17, we'll sell the rest of the market that we're heading down, and then you'll see the sell-off. And we will most likely hit 14. That's been my number. That this is almost a guarantee. It's just high probability that we'll hit 14, but we will likely wick down to 12.3. So anywhere in this range is where we would want to re-enter and be patient, because it could still sell off and can do whatever, but it's Bitcoin and we love it and we want to be long. So let's look at some examples of what a bull trap looks like. Monero had an awesome run recently. Look at this awesome run. I was so excited about it because it was slow and steady and methodical and really good. Then we broke out and got into this vertical situation, and that's when I started getting nervous. Guess I've got a little too much noise on our chart. Well, I'll just leave it. Okay. Anyway, so we started getting pretty vertical, and we got nice and high, and then we had a pretty strong pullback, and you're like, oh, well, that's no big deal. Like, this is all in line. That's no problem. This move brought us out of line. And so this is where we start looking for X. Well, if you're late to the game, I mean, this is where you're going, okay, we're definitely in for a reversal. And then you see a move like this. This is our bull trap. This is when people are like, oh yeah, we're getting support off the 50. Everything's gravy. We're gonna go back up. But if we haven't not only passed all of these points up here in this move, and also sold investors that there is enough strength for this to happen, that a continuation is happening, then this is your trap. This is your bull trap. Almost every really good move results in a bull trap of some kind. So Neo is another example. Look at Neo. We had a move from about 110,000 Satoshi up to 231. So this was over 100% gain. It was a nice run. We have these little, I mean, there was not much support between these levels here, but we had really good support here. We had decent support here. But look at this. It starts getting very, very long. When we start seeing these really long candles, especially near 100% gain land, this is when we start getting a little nervous. And this sell-off happened, and it was a significant sell-off. Bitcoin went up 90%, and our drop was 15. And this one, yeah, we dropped 21%. So you can see what an emotional shock this would be. Investors that are expecting it to go up forever, and they lose 20% in a couple of days. So they're panicking. Well, when we finally start turning back here, everyone gets into this complacent mode of, oh, we're just returning back to normal. Oh yeah, we're still going. This is strong. We're doing fine. And we have this long move. But is the top higher than this? Did the body close higher than the prior bodies? And did we convince investors that we are on a continuation? No, we did not. And almost every situation in this category works out like this. So this is where I think on our channel I was like, oh, we're exiting we exited the green zone. This is not good, and we also have a head and shoulders top here. So there were just a lot of reasons to know that there was that we were getting there. And there are a lot of examples of this type of thing happening. Here's oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, this is NEM. It had the same thing. So see how we started getting really vertical and things got really kind of wild with these really long bars. And this is a huge move from 400 to 14. So this was a 3x move. Well, after this day where you're dropped really fast, you have confirmation that, yeah, the top is in. But look at this next day. This convinces a lot of new traders that, hey, we're still going up. Everything is fine. We're going to go up forever. And at the top of this day is when you want to sell. This is beautiful exit position right here. Because not only did we not overtake these tops and convince investors, but really, I mean, it almost made the tops look like they were in line. So sometimes when you have a really fierce sell-off, being a little patient on your exit can really, really pay off. So this is a good one. This is the hardest example of all. So this is Cardano. Cardano had a wacky bull trap. So look at this. We had these really vertical ones. This is when I get scared. So when I see a couple days of just really high percent gains, I get really nervous. And so anyway, I did trade this one, and I did exit along this line here. But when we were over here, we were starting to head down, and then we have this monster day. And this can throw all kinds of people off because look, we did have a higher high. We did have a candle close higher, but did it convince investors that we were on a continuation? Well, let me tell you how hard it is to convince investors that from a 500 Satoshi level up to a 1400 level that we're still going, that there's still so much strength and so many legs under this thing. So after a triple, even though technically we were breaking up and creating new highs and whatever, you just can't convince investors that you're gonna do a continuation after you've tripled your move from the very bottom. And so we followed with this day, and even a minor bear trap or bull trap here because of the this is tricking investors also. And then we've sold off since then. So how does this how will this play out? We haven't had a triple, but we've almost had 100% gain without a break. Investors want a break. And believe me, this sideways action is going to sell a lot of whales and a lot of smart traders that our exit is soon. So I may be preaching to the choir because I know you guys are probably more sophisticated than a lot of traders. But do not let this surprise you. This is 99% a bull trap. So anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting my channel. I hope you learned something today, and we'll catch you next time.
Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly. And we'll be giving away probably one or two of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.